Hello, I'm Jivey from Jivey Does Things, and I bet you're wondering what I'm doing here. Well, Gravity decided it was time to outsource some of their work. They figured you all enjoyed quantity over quality, so they gave me a call. Now I'm here and I'm gonna tell you how you can create a character and start playing the Lost Toy Brigade in 5 minutes or less, depending on how creative you are. But first, why don't you like, subscribe, and hit that bell? Those things let the algorithm know that Gravity's content should be shown to the world over. Speaking of Gravity content, don't forget to check out Universe Zero, the actual play podcast run by Gravity, starring myself and our ampersand box companion, Josh. With that out of the way, let's set the scene. You're running late from work, but you've just walked through the door to your home and set your bag down. You still got to make and eat dinner, work out, and walk the dog before tonight's game session. That's when you remember you're playing a new system and you forgot to make a character? Come on! Lucky for you, you're going to be playing the Lost Toy Brigade, a system so easy and accessible to hop into you can create your character while you work out on that fancy exercise bike that you hardly ever use. To create a character in the Lost Toy Brigade, you only really need 6 things. There's a few things outside of these 6 that are nice to have, and we'll touch on them at the end of this video, but the primary 6 are a name for your toy, physical and personality traits for your toy, a category for your toy, the stat layout of your toy, 2 talents for your toy, and a keeper for your toy. For example, let's go through my character, Potato, Toa of Hot Dirt, which already has a name, so we're ahead of the game here. Let's go ahead and jump into those physical and personality traits. The Lost Toy Brigade ships with a list of physical and personality traits that you could either choose from or roll for. You'll want 4 physical traits and 3 personality traits, one of which is a flaw to round out your character. My physical traits were mass-produced, plastic, used, and otherworldly, while my personality traits were gentle and diplomatic, with my flaw being that I'm a shy boy. These traits are there to help set up for how you're going to roleplay your character, but they're just guidelines at the end of the day. This is your character, and you should play them how you want to. Next up, toy category. Here we have a large list you can choose from, one that's completely accessible if you go to the link in our description and support the Lost Toy Brigade by purchasing and downloading the system, which I hope you already did if you're playing it tonight. Personally, I went with Build Your Own. This allowed me to add either a +2 to 1 stat or a +1 to 2 of my stats. I went with the +1 to 2 of my stats and applied it to my action and tough. Speaking of stats, that's next. Here you have power, action, speed, talk, think, and tough, and each will get their own die. Yep, you heard that right, a singular die to each stat. Here you want to really decide how you want to play your character. I went the gentle giant route and made power my D20, action my D4, speed my D6, talk my D8, think my D12, and tough my D10. I'm slow to act and think a lot, but when I do act, I can really make a difference. Then there's your talents. The Lost Toy Brigade has a ton of options here for you. Since I was playing a Bionicle, I went with the talents parts and mix and match. That way, I always had the right tools for the job, and I could use my ability to come apart into pieces to my advantage. Finally, your keeper. This is the person whom your toy belongs to. For my group, we decided to go with a 75-year-old retired architect named Gwendolyn Arabella Smith, or Miss Gas. She makes a mean bean chili and was a world-class duck hunter on the NES. Remember I said there were a few things that are nice to haves? Well, those are a short description of your character and a short background on your character. These are nice to have, but not absolutely necessary, since you can adopt a discovery playstyle for your character if you're a complete psychopath. Now, in your defense, potential defense, The system is highly narrative, so if you want to fly by the seat of your pants and discover as you go, well, that's all on you, friend. Okay, that covers a quick setup for your character. The rest is on your DM and out of your hands. So finish up that workout, take your dog out, and get into tonight's session confident that you have your character ready to play. If you enjoyed this quick breakdown, let us know in the comments. And if you hated it, I don't know, man, go back to playing Daggerheart or something. Jeez, what's a critic? Jeez.